Can you guys hear me? We're having some problems. Some internet issues. Check, check, check. Can you hear me? Anyone out there? Oh, I got confirmation. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello everybody. Dave Neal here, and welcome to the week 3 of Clayton Echard season of The Bachelor pre-episode live chat. Hello everybody. We've had some internet issues. I was just doing yoga with the lady, and the internet was buffering as we tried to watch the YouTube yoga video. There is no quicker way to not achieve a feeling of namaste than when your Wi-Fi will not namaste on. That really can put you into a warrior mode. Hey folks, come on, let's do it. Hello everybody. How's everyone doing out there? Everyone doing all right? Okay, we're going to start this off with some breaking news. In a minute, we're just going to let the chat populate for a few more seconds. Let me achieve prana over here. What does prana mean? What does it mean to achieve prana? Achieve prana definition. I just said I wanted to achieve prana, and I don't even know what that means. Prana is a life breath or vital principle in the Hindu religion. It's glorious to be in this. What does that even mean? What is prana? Life force and energy. You guys ready to go prana with me? Once you go prana, you never go back. That's what I hear. I'll tell you what, this song's making me want to join the circus. Hello, everybody. We're riffing. Let's get this party going. Where is this? Dang. Week 3 preview. Oh, there it goes. There. That'll do it, folks. Timothy in the chat. Gorilla. Do some Warrior 3 on top of that like button, folks. Hit it an odd number of times. And give me that life force. Sherry says, peaceful connection with the universe. How, Sherry, you don't like being called a butthead. We found out this week. Sherry didn't get the butthead joke. Never heard back from you, Sherry. Do you understand we were joking around? The Dave Neal Buttheads is the new fan group we have on Facebook. Join the Dave Neal Buttheads, everyone. Kathleen checking in from British Columbia. Sophia says, what is with the circus music? The world is a circus, Sophia, and we are just the master of ceremonies. That's all we are. If I were in a circus, I feel like I might be the guy who drives the motorcycle and the ball. I like that job. Angel's tuning in from a hike with D'Angelo, which is Angel's Archangel. Hello, Rebecca. Grateful Edge says prana equals life force. I'm giving you some of the prana. I'm not going full prana on you guys yet. Not full prana. I'm just giving you a little bit. I'm just giving you the tip of the prana. You guys want the tip of the prana or what? You guys ready to get some of that prana energy? Let's see if we can find some music that doesn't make me feel like I'm in the worst, teen sitcom. You know what I mean? What is this? We gotta find a whole new set. Let's do just like coffee. Let's do coffee music. We need coffee music. We'll get to the breaking news in a minute. Acoustic coffee. How does that sound? How about morning motivation? All right. Alicia's in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Jen Murphy says, hey, buttheads. Good to see my fellow butthead of the north. Trisha said, what YouTube yoga did you do? You know what? That's a good question. I don't know. It was, I'm not going to lie, it was on my end, like only 15 minutes because as soon as Tasha got home, we tried to sneak it in, but I had to come here. But we're trying to do a pre-yoga class yoga. You know what I mean? You ever been in such bad shape you need to do yoga just so you can go to yoga and not look stupid? Because I'm the type of guy that I get competitive. Do you guys do this? You ever done a yoga class? Do you think everyone's watching you and judging you? The only way I can achieve prana is if thinking the whole class is judging my ability to, do Warrior 2. That's it. Sophia says, Dave's looking very stash positive tonight. Yeah, sometimes I like to work in the stash. I'll trim everything to a 4, and then I'll trim everything else to a 1, just to keep people honest, just to let people know where my head's at. Yeah, Angel knows what's up. You got to do yoga before yoga. Well, I'm not trying to look stupid. I'm not trying to fall down doing yoga. We've all fallen. We've all stumbled, but sometimes, you know, you think you're doing like an arch, and next thing you know, you're just like snapping your neck. Ashley says, I do Peloton. I'm obsessed. Ashley, way to say you're rich without saying you're rich. You Peloton wealth. You got that Peloton money. Oh, Ashley can afford a monthly subscription for her own bicycle. I'm so jealous, Ashley. If we had the space, I would consider Peloton. When we had the gym, I loved the Peloton treadmill because it had the like slats, so it wasn't just a standard thing of rubber. It had slats of rubber. It just felt more like normal running. Sherry said, Sarah's right. Everyone is watching you, Dave. Oh yeah, but when I felt like I was in shape, yoga felt like sexy. You're sweating. You're harnessing your chi. You're focusing your drizzy all over that. You know what I mean? Sarah says, oh, it's because everyone is judging. Hey, listen, being judged is a quick way to get your butt in shape, right, buttheads? I don't know if it's healthy. People say, oh, we shouldn't have to deal with shaming. If it weren't for shaming, I don't know where I would be in life. That's literally the only way. Probably not a YouTuber. That's too much. Just have a normal job. All right. Just have a normal job. All right. What are we doing now? We got 81 people. Once we get up to 115, we'll do our breaking news. How does that sound? Breaking news at 115. All right, folks. We'll get into it. Yeah. I want to get back into yoga. I want to start doing more group workouts because I work from home, obviously. And as much as I love seeing you guys and as much as it's fun doing the Patreon live streams, which, by the way, have been a blast, I feel like we did like 10 hours of Patreon live streams last week. I enjoy it. The problem is I'm not as efficient when I'm doing it, which is fine. I just need to find the happy medium. But I need to get out. I need to get out and go to a gym or a workout facility. So Tasha's been trying to get me to sign up for ClassPass, which essentially lets you go to random different places. I want to take a once-a-week spin class, at least a once-a-week yoga class. I love spin. I love the music. It gets you off your phone. They always push me to sweat harder than I would if I'm alone. I don't sweat much when I'm alone. Like I said, I need someone watching me. I need to think someone's judging me. I need all that stuff. Grateful Edge says, start out with restorative yoga to stretch yourself out and then upgrade to hatha or vinyasa for more active. I'll tell you what, thank you for that. I'll tell you what, back in my hey Dave, back in the heyday of Dave, I was doing a 90-minute pretty aggressive vinyasa flow, a hot vinyasa. I'm talking the kind where you're just in a puddle, and when you're in New York, you're about that far away from the next person. Your sweat is their sweat, and vice versa. So you better get clean. But by all means, we won't be doing yoga on the episode tonight. We will be running down the beaches. Should we start with a preview of tonight's episode? Give me a second here while I turn the music off and get loaded up for the preview. You probably have already seen this preview, but we're doing a Baywatch theme tonight. I did not bring my Baywatch swim trunks, but here we are. We've got Clayton, and let's find the beach. There's so many videos. I wonder if they deleted it. Could they have possibly deleted it? So here they are at the beach. You know, we've seen this spoiler for years now. We've been following this for months. And one of these, I don't know if this is, what is this? A 5-second video? It almost feels like hold on a second, folks. Hold on, buttheads. I'm on the wrong one. Let's go to Bachelor ABC. Bachelor ABC here. I was on the wrong. I don't know why Bachelor has so many Instagrams. They have a Bachelor ABC, Bachelor Nation, Bachelor. They got all these different ones. Let's go here and check out the preview from the beach episode, which we're about to see tonight. Let's have a watch.
To be able to go to the beach with Clayton. Somebody pinched
Clayton?
me. I must be dreaming. Oh, wait. We're here.
I don't even know who that is.
Clayton is hot. He's beautiful.
Not bothered.
Blue 42, 42, sir. 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42,
Oh my God, like it's Nicole Eggert from Baywatch.
Ladies, I am so excited to introduce you to Nicole Eggert, and she knows a thing or two about falling in love on a beach.
So being a lifeguard is a lot like being in a relationship. I'm gonna put you through serious lifeguard training.
Now, quick
so
question.
Head over to those cabanas and get.
Quick question for the ladies in the chat, which is 99% of you. Do strong arm muscles substitute for personality? Like what? Because listen, I've always gone to the gym, but I ain't never looked like that. What is that? I obviously played, tried to make it pro football, so you're trying to get as big as possible, but that is like, it's almost, if you ever see someone who's worked out too much, you're like, what part of your life are you neglecting? You know what I mean? Which, by the way, when you're out of shape, like I'm not on my game weight here. When you're not at your game weight, by making fun of someone else for being in shape, that makes me feel better. The truth is, I should be happy that the guy is treating his body with such respect, not eating 95% of a Little Caesars pizza. Why? Because it was hot and ready. Oh, it's hot? I don't know. Oh, it's ready? Well, if it's hot and ready, I guess I'll just destroy my diet in order to enjoy some stuffed crust. It's a stuffed crust. They literally are finding new places to put the cheese. I wonder if Little Caesars just... do they have board meetings where they go, all right, Stu, where are you going to put that cheese? Well, I was thinking of stuffing cheese in the crust. We already got that, Stu. Well, how about this? Hold on, folks. We might be onto something. What? Hold on. What if we stuff cheese? Hold on. What if we stuff cheese in the pepperoni? But wait, there's more. And what if we stuff the stuffed cheese pepperoni in the crust? How about that, folks? Hey, Little Caesars, call your boy. All right? You kidding me? We'll just do the little Russian dolls of cheese. That's what I'm talking about. If I show up with a couple zits on my face, it's because I've abused dairy. And that's what we do, folks. You know what I mean? All right, so anyway. Oh, sorry, we were playing this. Wow, I digress.
It changed.
Competing against these mean I haven't been the one standing out, so it's very important that I get time with Clayton today.
By the way, running in sand, not easy to do. All right, so that's that. We'll get to see it today. And thank you so much. Kendra said, just watched the video about the smoothie thrower in Connecticut you posted earlier. Great video. What an a-hole. So I don't know if you guys, again, I'm not gonna get too much into this, but I don't know if you guys have been watching my new channel here, but if we just search, I can't even spell my name right. If we just search Dave Neal Show, which I guess we can just call DNS, if we just search Dave Neal Show, you're going to see for the last 2+ weeks, I've been releasing nonstop, there it is, almost at 3,000 subscribers, weekly new non-Bachelor content. So we just made the video, Justice Served, Fired After Tirade, which is the story about the guy who threw his juice at the employee. And there it is with a new backdrop. You like that new backdrop I have? Pretty nice. I got this nice brick backdrop. We're doing the damn thing. So anyway, back to this Peloton thing. Grateful Edge says, P.S. You can find a lot of Pelotons discounted on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. They oversaturated the market so much that Peloton halted production. I'm thinking about maybe putting a Peloton bike outside. It only rains like 2 days out of the year. I wonder if I can get a Peloton bike and one of those little, you just like tarp covers for it and put it outside. But then that takes away from wanting to go, like I want to go to the gym, but it would still be nice to have a little Peloton over here. I don't know. Maybe I could ride the bike while I live stream with you guys. How does that shake out? We are at 133 people, which means it's time to get into our breaking news story. Give me a minute, folks. Let me just make sure we're all lined up, and let's get to the breaking news button. Give me a second real quick. In 3, 2, 1.
Push the like.
Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Hold on. Let's... Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. We're in the right one. All right, let's try it again. Hold on. In 3, 2... Ladies and gentlemen, we have a breaking news update here. This is the live stream before episode 3 of Clayton Echard season of The Bachelor. But we have a breaking news announcement that just came out this hour. Believe it or not, we have confirmation. Is that right? We're going to confirm this? Should we break it? Confirmation, folks. Bachelor in Paradise's Marissa Gunn and Riley Christian split after historic engagement. Marissa Gunn and Riley Christian were the first black couple in Bachelor in Paradise franchise history to get engaged, and Neal Lane's already sending his repo guy to take that ring back. As you know, you have to be engaged from the time it airs for 2 full years to keep the, what I'm assuming to be nearly 6-figure ring. So that's going back, which is okay because in the end, we just want everyone to be happy. Let's see what they have to say. They released a joint statement over here. It's over for Bachelor in Paradise couple Marissa and Riley. Gunn, 25, Christian, 32, have called it quits and ended their engagement. People confirm the pair split a couple of weeks ago. And here we weren't worried about the government taking away our guns, but we took away Marissa's gun, and she is no longer with Christian. We've disarmed him from his lover. We have decided to go our separate ways. Never did we imagine this, but we've come to a point where we both need to work on ourselves. That's what, remember Lace back in the day? Do you remember our good old friend Lace? If you're an expert of the show, maybe 4 years ago, she said, I just need to work on myself, and she eliminated from the show. And that's what we all need to do. We need to water our own line. We need to work on ourselves. And once that work can be done, we value ourselves at a higher level, and then we can sell that stock to somebody else. If you're not the best version of yourself, you're shortchanging yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. 2 people that are ever evolving can find each other and then grow next to each other. But one, if they're just not in that place, can never be dragged or pulled out of the pool by the other. You got to kind of figure that out on your own. We've appreciated everyone's love and support so far throughout our journey, and we just ask that you please respect our privacy as we navigate through this. Christian and Gunn add. Well, let's navigate their privacy by scouring their Instagram photos to look for clues. I'm kidding. Now, we've known this for 2-3 weeks now that their relationship has ended, but there was a little bit of life at the end of the tunnel here. I'll pull up their Instagram because as they do ask for privacy, as you know, it's pretty much common courtesy that if they post something on Instagram, we're allowed to dissect that. We're not in their bushes looking through the window here. But now we just saw a few days ago, Riley posted his new law firm, Christian Law, which, by the way, if you need any assistance, let me join Christian Law. Imagine that, Dave Neal, power recapper associated with Christian Law. Yeah, that'd be fun. We saw here that Marissa liked this. Now, obviously, as they were dating and engaged even, I'm sure Riley spoke a ton to Marissa about his law firm he was trying to get off the ground. So it looks like she probably had some interest in rooting him on along the way. But as we know, and as we saw here from looking at her photos, she had all but, Riley was out. He's out. All the photos of Riley were gone up until the day they met, right? Or their first date, I should say, which was right here. So they haven't had a photo. She deleted all the photos up until 21 weeks ago, and someone said, you forgot this pic. Well, maybe she wanted to keep it. Maybe she looked good in the photo. You know what I mean? You can keep a photo with an ex as long as you look good in that photo. So that's where they are. Let's see if their statement includes any Instagram stories. Margarita Monday, I was at a Prosecco. So people think you're moving funny the whole time you're just dealing with life. It's stressful. All right. Well, it looks like that's all we're going to get. A nice advertisement for Bud Light soda right there. Let's see what else they had to say. They met as contestants on BIP's 7th season at the end of the summer. They got engaged alongside Joe and Serena as well as Kenny and Mari. Joe and Serena and Kenny and Mari are both together. I hate to be morose, but who do we think is the next couple to break up? I actually believe Kenny and Mari have the best chance of success. We saw on the show they broke up and got back together. I saw that as a chance to double down on wanting each other and work things out. That's just me. I'm calling it. I think Joe and Serena will be the next couple to unfortunately meet their demise, but that's fine. They met over the summer on a beach. They kissed under a palapa. Now they're engaged, but it's not a real engagement until they cross the aisle. All right, so Gunn and Christian's August 2021 engagement was historic as they became the first black couple. We already got that part. Going into this, I guess the social media and the media is kind of what let us know that we are the first black couple to come out of this, Gunn said in October, because we just went into it with an open mind. Our hearts were open, and we just happened to meet each other, and we look alike, which is even better. So there they were. Now, this was the sweatiest day. It was about 2,000% humidity. They looked great, right? This was one of the most heartwarming engagements that we saw, which just does make you wonder, do we project our own feelings onto things? Were they not that into each other, or do we overlook the red flags? let's see what some of your comments are. You're getting tons of comments in the comment section. Can't really see all of them. Oh my gosh, so many people are commenting. Alicia says, agree. I don't see Joe and Serena staying together. Trisha says, really? Why Joe and Serena? Age? Well, age is part of it. Not that Serena's super young for him, but she feels 40 years younger than she is. I don't know if that's just me projecting. They look like they're in completely different places. He looks like her dad. I don't know. That's just me. I wish them the best. Sarah says, I don't know. I like Joe and Serena, and they seem way more legit than Joe and Kendall, so I hope they make it work. Well, if one train wreck seems like less of a train wreck than another train wreck, no, I don't know. Maybe Joe's learned his lesson and Serena's the one. Maybe Serena, I mean, I don't know. What is Serena, 23 years old? It starts to think, you got a lot of life to live. I'm not saying you can't get married at that age. I just think I think statistically the older, and again, Mari's young too, so maybe my point's not good. Joe, here's what we know. Joe and Kenny are both on the older side, right? So I think they're actually ready to be more of a reformed F-boy and commit to something they might not previously have wanted to commit to. Kenny said it before. He's like, I go to bed early. I'm done partying. But it's like, are these 23, 24-year-olds? Maybe they got that out of their system. Maybe they're small town, or maybe they realize they want something more out of life. We don't know. All I'm saying is, for my YouTube bucks, I got my money on Mari and Kenny. Those are my thoughts. Veronica agrees with me. I tell you what, I appreciate you agreeing with me. Anyone disagree? Trisha says, I think Joe is really going to try and make it work, but Serena is so young. Yeah, we'll have to see. Wish them all the best. Maybe they both work out. I think statistically that's not going to happen, but we'll have to see. All right, so that's the story. I don't think there's any more news here in the actual, it seems like gurgled info. The person that we found, okay, at the time, Christian said they were just focused on finding love and building a connection. The person that we found love with also happens to look like us. All right, so they added that. Okay, what's new? After their engagement was publicized on national TV, they told people they were looking forward to doing regular, everyday activities. They also said they hadn't gotten that far into wedding planning. Join the club. It's a pandemic. However, breakup rumors first circulated after the holidays, and when Gunn removed all of her Instagram posts featuring Christian, including one of the pair celebrating Christmas together, she has kept photos from their time on Bachelor in Paradise together. Later on Marissa's Instagram story, she showed off the edible arrangement she received from her sister and his corresponding card saying she's an amazing person. Gunn also uploaded a photo that said, all that glitters is not gold, and a video of her without her engagement ring. So there you have it, folks. We've known this for a few weeks. It was just a matter of time before we got their statement, and now they've given it. Let's see if they comment on their Instagrams. Hopefully there's a lot of respect for the two of them. It's unfair to say that it was one person's decision versus the other, but she did move to New York City, where he's a lawyer. Again, I don't know if he was working as a lawyer or building his new law firm. The guy's up at 6 a.m. working out all day. It makes you wonder, when you do go from single to engaged like they did overnight, you have to make concessions. And I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying, did he keep his regiment, his friend group, his joie de vivre? Did he keep all of that? Did she move to a new city, not make as many friends, not have as much Instagram influencership things to do, or all these other things going on? And was she his sidekick rather than two people going at it kind of as equals? We'll have to see. Or we won't. We might not find out. All right, well, that's going to be it for my breaking news. We'll get back to your regular scheduled live stream now. All right, what do you say about that, folks? We ended at 23 minutes and 23 minutes. I'm going to probably clip that up as a separate clip in the morning for those that don't watch the live stream. We'll call that Marissa News. I mean, what else is there to say? We've already covered this video a million times. We knew the breakup was going to happen. I thought they might get back together. I thought, maybe she goes away for a few weeks, and maybe that's what they wanted to do, spend a few weeks apart and see if they were feeling any better. Hard to know. See what else we got going on here. All right, let's go to the phone lines. If anyone hasn't called in and wants to. Hold on, where is it? This one? Nope, that's not it. Is it this one? There it is. 401-213-9828. I do more phone calls after the episode when we actually have some things to talk about. But let's see if we have any phone calls to get to beforehand. And also, as I mentioned before, if we get up to enough subscribers, I'll do a late night live stream. But I don't know if we're going to get there. Now, give me a second. I said, what did I say? I said 21,600. Let me tell you the number. I said 21,600 subscribers, and we would do an after East Coast episode live stream. Okay? That's 51,600. So here's where we're at right now, 51,586. So I'm going to do an East Coast live stream if we get this number up to 51,600. We're only 14 away. That shouldn't be a problem, but we only have 2 hours, okay? So if you want a West Coast live stream, that's going to be a little harder. West Coast, I promised this morning, 51,635, all right? So 35 plus 14 is 49. Yeah, that's right, 49. So we need 51,635. We need 49 more subscribers to get to the West Coast. Does that make sense? Anyway, it looks like, hey, I'm just saying, I don't know if you guys can pull it off or not, but that's what you need to do. I'll check back at the end of this video to see if we got to it. 51,586 right now. So I don't know if you guys know this, but I've shared this stat before. So 52% of you guys are subscribed and 48% aren't subscribed, which means we have about 100,000 active members. You know, they don't watch every video. They watch one, they watch another. We have about 100,000 or so. So 52, that's why we have roughly half of you guys are subscribed. That means half of you guys, statistically, aren't even subscribed to the channel that you loyally watch. You might not know it. YouTube's really good at recommending content, and you think, oh yeah, I must have been subscribed. Double check. You might not be. We'll throw that into the pit, and then we'll see if we can get those numbers up. All right, now what I need to do is, let's see, do we have any voicemails? We don't have any voicemails, but if you guys want to call in, now's the chance, 401-213-9828. Tonight, we're going to see the end of the villainous storyline that is Cassidy. I mean, it might not be the end. I'm assuming it's the end, but let's go to Cassidy's page. As you guys know, we've been following this closely. She's here. She is right here. We're gonna see if it gets worse or better for her. Let's see. Here she is. Let's see what she's saying. Oh, it's just a song. Tune into ABC tonight at 8 to see what happens to me on The Bachelor. A tough night ahead on The Bachelor, that much is certain. So she says a tough night ahead for her. Let's go and see what the Bachelor video preview is looking like with regards to her story. As we know, she was ratted on for having a friends with benefit. And you guys probably know, actually, I'll let you guys watch my video first. If you haven't watched my Instagram, I've been making more reels and TikToks. Here, oh, look, we have 6,000 views. Here's my thoughts of friends with benefits versus going on The Bachelor with no friends with benefits. Here's what I have to say about it. You guys have a watch while I catch up on things. Tonight's episode of The Bachelor, Clayton finds out that Cassidy has a friends with benefit. Let's watch the preview right now.
What I'm hearing is that Cassidy essentially has a friends with benefits that she was FaceTiming before the limo entrance.
Clayton likes me. You can waste your time if you want talking to him about me.
And you're finding all of this out after you gave her the rose.
Those are the ropes, folks. That's how it works. Here's Cassidy's response. Soon you'll get to hear my side of the story. I casually dated before The Bachelor. No one was lied to or deceived in the process, and I haven't been exclusive in years. The LA dating scene is a mess. I came on ready for love and looking for a partner. My thought is friends with benefits are fine until Clayton asks you to be his official girlfriend. What are your thoughts? Let me know what you guys think. So Ashley said, I wonder if Cassidy will get in trouble for spoilers in her videos. I actually was contacted today that some things I shared needed to be taken down. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The things I took down from this morning's video, not even important. Sometimes the producers are less worried about the spoilers that are... and again, I'm not saying the producers told me to take something down. I had contestant reach out to me to say, could you take down this clip? And they showed me a screen grab of the producer saying Warner Brothers is not going to be happy. And it actually didn't involve a spoiler outcome of what happens tonight. I think they're more concerned with people getting loosey-goosey talking about the proprietary editing that happens on the show. So anyway, let's make sure that we've got our time ticker. So let's do a countdown to 4:59 or 4:58 tonight. So that's West Coast time here. So we'll go till 4:58 right there. Oh, and also I didn't include the spoiler info, but I think you guys know we don't have any season spoilers. There are some thoughts about who might be top 3, top 4, top 5. We don't know that. Reality Steve doesn't know that. I've texted him to say, hey man, I texted Reality Steve and I said, hey man, just curious. How close are you to a spoiler? Sometimes I feel like, if you ever watch this show Newsroom, they're like, all right, we got one source. We need a second source. Are we ready to call Iowa? There's all these things going on. And I'm like, do you think you know who it is? And he goes, you don't know till you know. So he doesn't know who it's going to be. He might find out tomorrow. Someone might get disgruntled and leak some information. We don't really know. Zachary Reality in the chat room over there. Oh, Zachary, always causing trouble on TikTok. We see you. Oh, wait. Zachary's the middle child of Bachelor Nation, right? He's the one who's like, nah, my mom, Steve punched me, and then Steve, why'd you punch him? Steve goes to his room. Mom, Tasha quit the show. Tasha, why'd you quit? And then Zachary's like, all right, follow me on TikTok. Love you, bro. Love it. All right, we're cooking. We're cooking on gas, folks. All right, so we got 25 minutes left. We got 200 people in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. And let's see what else we got going on. Should we check out? Let's see what Zachary's got going on his Instagram. All right, here we go. We're at Zachary's Instagram here. Let's see. Oh, he's got the story, folks. Let's make sure this...
Well, it is the end of an era as Riley and Marissa have finally announced their split. We decided to go our separate ways. Never did we imagine this, but we both need to work on ourselves. The person we found love with also happens to look like us, which is great. It's great for the culture, so love is love. We appreciate everyone's love and support throughout our journey, and we just ask that you please respect our privacy as we navigate through this. So glad that we finally have an answer, and obviously I am wishing both of them the best. I still wish they announced the breakup on a Sunday because that's their thing. But we didn't have an episode of The Bachelor for 2 weeks, and you're gonna tell me just 2 hours before the new episode they want to announce this breakup? Hi, Bachelor PR.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was gonna call you Reality Steve. Zach, that's exactly what they did. It's like when you dump a news story on a Friday afternoon when everyone's leaving work. They announced it a couple hours. I didn't have time to make a video. I mean, I could have. I was doing yoga. It's a whole thing. But I don't think the news shocks anyone at this point. Obviously, 2 weekends ago was big news. It was so drastic of a maneuver for her to sort of like delete all of her photos. You know, once in a while it's like, oh, Zach Clark's mom unfollowed Tasha's podcast. It's like, all right, whatever. We can write that one off. Marissa unfollowing all of his photos. We go, all right, we got a story. Let's get into it. So obviously there's a lot going on there. All right. Let's see what's going on in the comments section. All right, you guys are cooking. We're all cooking. Natalie says, do you have a prediction of who will get the final rose? You know what? To be quite honest with you, I don't really dabble in predictions. It's honestly less ego. I don't care that much. Sometimes I root for somebody. Like, for instance, Matt James and Rachel Kirkconnell. I really wanted them to overcome their adversity. I really did. I've been so happy to follow them, to follow their journey. I mean, let's go to, let's just go to their page because they've been staying at the Nemacolin Resort. I was calling it Nemacolin, and oh, did I piss off all of the Nemacolin faithfuls over there? And you don't want to piss off people in central Pennsylvania. They'll really come after you with a bunch of Yinlings. So they'll drink some Yinlings and come after you. They'll go to Wawa's and eat some Ogies, drink up on their water. All right, so here they are, and I tell you what, they're staying at the Nemacolin Resort. It looks fantastic. Hold on a second. Wait for this. Hold on. And the food they ate it's criminal, the type of gnocchi and random food they eat. So this is where they're staying. Check this out. Listen, if you can't root for a couple to overcome adversity, this is the result. Now, don't get me wrong. Rachel had her issues. She had one of the, you have to say, one of the best apologies that didn't have a PR company attached to it. The PR company of ABC, they wanted her to do this, wait till the after the final rose, this and that. She said, you know what? I'm going to turn the camera on and I'm going to be authentic. And if that's not speaking from your heart, if Chris Harrison did what Rachel Kirkconnell did, which is turn the camera on and be authentic, maybe his outcome would have been different. But instead, he put on the stiff suit and he powdered himself up and did some canned interview. That's not the world we live in, not in 2022. This was 2021. So they overcome the adversity. She speaks from the heart. She pledges to do better. She interviews people and talks to a lot of people and puts her money where her mouth is and supports different causes. And she's not doing it for any ulterior motives other than to overcome whatever ignorance she had within her. And because of that, they've repaired their relationship. They're traveling around the country like hungry, hippos, just eating all the best food. And they're back at Nemacolin right now this week, hanging out. And look at this. She's got the thing, by the way, and I've had so much fun following their food journey that I did get a message from Rachel's mom saying, we do watch your videos. So shout out to Kim. But I mean, look at this. And by the way, who took the photo? Who's over there? Is that Matt James' mom? Either way, it's cold out there. You're in a nice heated pool. That's got to be an electric bill. So they're doing their thing, and you got to love it. So anyway, I don't root on for like specific winners. Like I don't care who's specifically going to win, but I do like seeing stories where they work on themselves. They don't accept whatever fight they got in, so they hightail it in the other direction. And I'm not saying they're going to last, but they show like some other couples, they show the effort to work things out and work through their differences. And I don't think anyone's faced adversity like Matt and Rachel did. Not saying it wasn't part of God's plan, but for whatever reason, they've become stronger maybe because of it and not engaged. It just goes to show it doesn't matter. That ring, especially in Bachelor Nation, doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything. Even with the ring costing over 6 figures, right? Some of these rings are 100, 150 grand, right? Even knowing there's a couple $100,000 on your rock, unless you're Becca Kufrin and Garrett and can wait 2 years and keep the ring, it ain't worth anything. You know, Claire's got literally arthritis in her knuckle from having to take the ring off and on so many times. But anyway, I'm digressing. All right, folks. What do we got here? Let's go to the new comments. Sorry if I missed anyone. Zach says they didn't get engaged. Rachel still hasn't permanently moved in yet. No, but that's my point. I know I'm responding to your comment. You probably said that a while ago. But that's my point is that engaged, not engaged, move in, not moved in. They win at the pace, like building a fire, right? An engagement in Bachelor Nation is like you ever watch Survivor? They have to build these fires sometimes to win. You know, they have to like build the whatever it's called, the tribal fire or whatever. They have to build a fire, and if they get the fire to a certain amount, the cord burns, and then the flag goes up, and they win. And so many times you see these people build these enormous fires, and then all of a sudden it dies down, and then the person who took the time to work on their stuff and really build a strong base, that fire becomes the winning fire there. And I feel like with these relationships, it's not which couple looks the best in their engagement, Zach and Tayshia, right? Because Zach and Tayshia looked like $1 million in their engagement, you know? And then we got Matt and Rachel setting the standard by saying, we're not going to get engaged. We're not going to jump through hoops and have 1 million people ask when we're getting married. We're not even engaged yet. We're just going to do our thing. And, wasn't that 2021 was a wild year, wasn't it? Do you remember when we first spotted Rachel Kirkconnell back in Brooklyn? We had breaking news stories. You could see them from like a shot across traffic. That was a wild time. That was a wild, wild time. All right, so what do we have going on here? We got 18 minutes left. Let's see if we have any voicemails. Oh, look, no voicemails. You know what? I don't blame you. There isn't much to talk about. Luckily, I can just gab all day. Not much to talk about here. Let's see what else we have going on. If there's any other previews we missed. I think we got all the previews. Let's show you Kaitlyn Bristow's preview here while I catch up on your comments.
I have a date plan that really requires some vulnerability. We're really at the point of the journey where it's like we need to really start to trust each other, dive in deeper to get to that next level. That's what today is about, and I'm really hoping that the women go all in on it.
You guys ready to get started? Yes! All right, let's go ahead and go in.
Oh my gosh. I'm scared. So we walk into this auditorium, and it was really dark. And I just see this figure perfectly poised. All of a sudden, it's Kaitlyn Bristow.
Hey, ladies.
We were all kind of shocked to see her, but also wondering what we were going to be doing and what we're here for.
I bet you're wondering why I'm here today. I'm here to make sure Clayton knows as much as he can about each and every one of you. Ready to get started?
Coming up tonight on The Bachelor. Good question here from... Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Flutter politely asks, so Dave, are you generally spoiled but never share it on your live feeds or videos? Life bed? You're friends with people in Bachelor Nation, so my assumption always was you want to be spoiled. I'll be completely honest. I've got no reason to lie. There have been seasons where I know who won. But my information is never more than anything that you guys could know. I don't generally ever have a breaking news story. I don't care to. I almost don't want to because it's just, to be quite honest, it's easier for someone like Reality Steve to break a story and then I cover it. That way, if it's wrong, I don't have to deal with it. It sounds kind of like a passive move, but that's right. I'm not in first place. I don't have the mud hitting me on the face. I'm drafting behind them. That's fine with me. I have zero clue who wins this season. My thought is someone like Susie will be the next Bachelorette. because she's already within the Bachelor community. No idea if she wins or doesn't. But yeah, I don't know. Nor do I care as an audience member. It's nice to not know. It's nice we don't know. When Katie Thurston was announced as the Bachelorette, spoiler, it was such an oddball move. I remember it was last year. I think it was the weekend of the Super Bowl, and it was a wild story because we had just started to get to know her. It was really performing well on my channel. Whereas when we found out that Clayton was the Bachelor, no one even knew him yet. It was before Michelle's season. The spoilers got too far ahead of themselves. And when the spoilers are too far ahead of themselves, they just don't matter. So Clayton really has had no buzz about him. But, Natasha could be the next Bachelorette. I really don't care if it's Susie. I don't really have any vested interest in any of the people here. If I had to name more than 4 or 5 people, I mean, I know like Sally Carson because we made a ton of videos about her. Like Cassidy. There aren't many people I know yet. I have a hard time in my brain remembering people. So nope, not an expert. Don't have any extra info, and I never ask. I really could care less. I know when Katie had her season, she wanted to be able to like give me content, but couldn't give me like who she chose. And I didn't care. I already had the spoiler. It didn't matter if the spoiler was right or wrong for me. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's nice when a spoiler's wrong. If someone said, hey, I'm going to make up a name here. Hey, Suzanne's going to win. And then we report breaking news. We have info that Suzanne wins. And then 3 weeks later, no, it's Deborah. Breaking news, Deborah wins. We just make videos. It doesn't matter to me. Does that mean I have no sort of credibility? Well, I'm not the one breaking the news. So, I don't know. But I have yet to break a news story that was false. I break a news. There's only been a couple stories I've broken, and they're just not that important. I knew John Hersey and Katie Thurston were dating before it was announced. I've known a few other stories before they happened, but again, like I said, nothing like who's the finalist. And like I said, I'm truly okay not knowing. All right, I gotta fly by a lot of your comments. I just can't read them all. So if you have an important question to ask and I didn't get to it, just keep asking and I'll try to get to it. Lauren says, I bet the 2 mean girls will be on Bachelor in Paradise. I mean, I'll confirm right now. I was reached out to by Cassidy, and she didn't. I'm not saying she thought she was misrepresented, but I don't think she believed she would become such a villain. She essentially was like, there was a lot of fun things that happened. None of that was shown. We saw just a villain. And if you remember, I guess you could say I broke this story. I didn't call this breaking news, but I have it on record that, and again, it doesn't mean it matters, but let's go to Reality Steve here. That the videos that were leaked from Cassidy several weeks ago it's actually a far more interesting story than what we reported on before. But these videos that were leaked of Cassidy, it appears might have been sent to her inner circle, which means somebody backstabbed her and leaked these videos. Now that could be wrong. Someone might come out with receipts and say, no, she aired this on her main page, but apparently these were private DMs that were leaked and she was just trying to have fun. Now, that doesn't mean these jokes are good jokes or that they make sense. They still came off very unhinged, but obviously if I sent some comments to a buddy of mine, that's not exactly how I would portray myself publicly. That might be me being stupid or playing a character. I'm not sure, but here's what she said. And she, of course,
I love getting ready for dates nowadays because it's literally just me in the mirror like, oh, wait a second. If this man should be so fucking lucky. And then I remember that, wait a second, even though I'm about to be on national television, men still treat me like shit. But that's okay. That's all right because...
And then when she does her Q&A, she talks about her dad got sick and she's had a family where she's felt abandoned. She's the oldest sister with all younger brothers. She's always felt like she had to be a tough person with her brothers. You start to learn, listen, folks, honestly, I'll be the first one to call out BS when we see it, but at the same time, we have to remember very easily this could be a friend that you see at Christmas parties, and they're the life of the party, and they get a little tipsy and say something funny, and everyone laughs. Absolutely, that could be them. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not like that they're some perfectly evolved person. You just go, all right, well, maybe she's never had a mirror shown onto herself. Like have you guys ever been filmed while you are drunk? You know what I mean? You might not realize how you are. And again, that doesn't make excuses for people. So this was the one that was deleted too. I made a video saying, oh, is she going to get sued for this? I think by deleting it, she's not going to get sued, but obviously she calls out Clayton big time.
I realize that I am normally being dramatic, but you were going to give her a rose even though she was engaged last week. Meanwhile, I fucked someone a few months ago and I got sent home. Okay, no, it's cool. No, I get it. I get what we're made of here. I get the stuff that's happening. And go fuck yourself, Clayton Echard.
That's actually kind of funny. The whole like, no, I get it. I get what we're talking about. Part of comedy, and I'm not saying, I'm not saying it's like a blast, but part of comedy is exposing the absurdity. You're not allowed to do that in Bachelor because you exposed a proprietary blend of editing. So she goes, oh, okay. So you're literally willing to take the chick who's got the tiara on from her bachelorette party. The flowers aren't even wilted yet on her tiara. She's got a bride's veil on. You have to lift the veil up just to give her the rose. You're taking her, but I pumped my Palmer into some guy, and I'm the bad one? And like I've said, I don't care. So the main issue that people have with, because it's important to be like on point here, right? The main issue that people have with Cassidy, and we'll get into this, definitely join the after show because we're going to find out what actually happens. But the main issue we had with Cassidy is that she tells another girl that she had a friends with benefit back home. Now, I have to watch it again, but there's a lot of over the shoulders happening. I don't know when that episode happened, but it's not crazy to think, even as a defense mechanism, that if you're one of 30 people, that you might have a friends with benefit when you're let go. We know DJ Bazoo, remember, was with Sarah Trott before she went on Bachelor in Paradise, whatever she went on. Didn't find any relationships, and then a month later was spotted back with DJ Bazoo. It's like, does that mean so-and-so had some nefarious plan to cheat? Or maybe they just like a guy they've already been hooking up with, so they keep going back to that person while they wait for something better to come along. And people argue in both cases. They go, I could never be with somebody if I wanted to pursue love, nothing else. Fine, absolutely. And then there's other people that go, actually, I was pumping Palmers with 3 different guys, and because I was so nonchalant about it, I was able to find the love of my life. And as soon as I was official, I got rid of those guys. That works too. It can go either way. So what is the dumb thing is that she talked about it and said it out loud. What's interesting is that she hasn't been allowed to tell her story, whereas the other girl that tells her this went on Talking It Out podcast. So again, I'm not saying that there's anything crazy going on, but clearly when it comes to the villains that the show has, they don't want them to talk their way out of it because then it releases the air of villainous activities. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? All right, so we have 250 people in the chat. Here's the favor I'm asking for you. This is the part where you come to that free timeshare in Milwaukee and I tell you need to go buy something. Here's what I need from you. Are you guys friends with me? Do you guys like me as a guy? Do you trust me? Here's what I need from you guys. I need you to support Tasha Courtney on Instagram. If you don't follow my fiance, you're missing out. She's getting back. We have a lot of reels coming out, okay? The Real Deal Dave Neal, a lot of reels. I'm featured in some of these. I mentioned to her to leave out my chubby belly, only get my back because it looks like it's in better shape. But here we are in Belize over the summer. Unbelievable. And I need you guys to comment. Thank you so much to Sarah and Teresa from Villa Tortuga and Becca and all these people. These are all members of our fan group. Abby, Jody, Barbara, Angel, Leanne. Thank you guys so much for Carly for commenting. Your comments, your likes, you're watching this, even if you happen to share something you like on your Instagram stories, these little things really help us tell our stories. It's what's helped my YouTube channel grow. It's going to help her Instagram grow. We're doing like heavy destination wedding planning. It's starting to come together, and we're going to need every person's help to kind of be a part of this process. So do me a favor, lift the veil on love and help her out and give her a follow. There's no reason we shouldn't get 80 comments right now. There's no reason in the last few minutes of this live stream, at least 80 of you people shouldn't comment. So I appreciate you guys so much. Looks like we just got a comment from Katie Thurston. Is this on a different photo? What did she say? That was on her photo. Too soon, Dave. Too soon. All right, there it is. Anyway, we appreciate all the love and support we've gotten out there, and that's just my call to action. I'm not begging you to join my patreon.com/Dave Neal. I'm not begging you to donate or do any of these super chats. I'm just asking you to support my fiance because Tasha's going to be in charge of sharing all of our travel-based stuff, and we have a lot of stuff going on. So I'm going to be on her, no pun intended. Oh, wrong one. Trying to go. I'm going to be on her, no pun intended, to get these videos made because we have so much great footage. And then let's see what else we have here that we shared. Oh, this was this is one that I edited, but this was, of course, when we stayed at Teresa's place in what's it called? San Pedro, Belize. We got to swim with some amazing fishies, sand sharks. I got slapped by a sand shark or whatever nurse shark. Sorry, there's Tasha. I got burned so bad. Hey Tasha, can you hear me? Tasha, you in the other room? She can't hear me. We need to do a reel where we show every vacation we've been on and show how burned I get. I have gotten so burned on so many vacations, it's ridiculous. So anyway, I appreciate that in advance. Hey, that's what I get to do on my channel. I get to promote other. Oh, there's Tasha. Did you hear me? You want to come in for a second? I have a great idea. No, come in. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Tasha Marie Courtney. I'm getting you 80 new comments on your page there, but let's get Tasha to slide in. No, I am. I'm getting. This is what I tell Tasha to do. I say, Tasha, lead with the butt on the things. So I have a great idea. We have to make this video. Are you ready? You ready for me to pitch it to you? We do a shot of the beginning of every vacation and then a photo of how burned I got that day. Because literally every single activity we've done ends with me peeling skin off my back.
Yeah.
That's
actually a funny idea.
That's
like
a
first day of the vacation, like you waving, and then I hear the TikTok sound. It's like where it goes.
Yeah, and then
it's just lobster.
Do you have the lobster photo of my butt?
It's on the blog.
It's on the blog. All right, should we find that real quick? Let's just find this really quick here. It's brutal, guys. Could you pull it up? Could you sneak behind me and pull it up, or just airdrop it to me? We've got 3 minutes left. I'm going to show this to you guys. Sarah says there was a producer standing right near Cassidy too when she was telling the other girl. Yeah, I don't believe. Flutter says I don't believe Cassidy. Believe women, Flutter. She was speaking directly to producers when she said something to the effect that she sees what this is about. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Here's what I know about Cassidy. I know she doesn't. I know nobody knows what it's like to become the villain, and they think it might be fun, and then they realize how much it stinks. Sarah says, love Tasha, go show her some love. Jen says, the real deal, Dave Neal, bringing you those reels. Madame Poulette says, already subscribed. Did you find it or no? Do you know where it is?
Go to blog.
Go to blog. All right, we're on Tasha's blog here. So here's Tasha's travel blog. All right. Keep scrolling.
Because it's in Colombia, so it's a little.
Oh, it's in Colombia.
Older. Click next.
Oh, wow. It's farther than that. You guys are about to see the burnedest butt you've ever seen. This might be too far. I should probably say trigger warning if you've ever been sunburned. Is this it right here?
Yes.
All right, so here it is. This is Colombia. We're going to go all the way down. By the way, long-haired Dave, really killing it. All right, let's slide Tasha over so people can see. How was your yoga today, Tasha?
It was all right.
Boy, did the dog fart? Was that you?
That's his breath.
Oh my gosh, this dog's. Oh, by the way, you could get canceled now. Tasha Courtney canceled for being on a llama. All right, there it is. Great photos. Wow. Look at your hair. Look how blonde you were. Is that, would you call that blonde? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think it also might just be like the
Did you bring a professional photographer to Colombia? Oh, that was me? I took this photo? All right, I digress. Let's get out of here. What time is it?
Just keep
scrolling. All right, I'm going. Okay, 4:55. All right, we're about to see. Oh my gosh, I got so drunk off of that one beer. We drank a beer, but we had to climb the rock. This is at the top. We had to climb up these stairs, and there was a beer at the top. Let me tell you something. I would have paid big money for an elevator to take me back down. That's a long walk after a mango beer. I can still smell it. All right, so here we are. Cartagena. Oh, mamacita. Are we getting close? Hold on. Before we get to it, let's go up to the top of the comments. All right, we're at the top of the comments. Are you guys ready? Follow Tasha on Instagram if you think I got burned in the butt. Wait, is this a bare ass photo or did you put the thing over it?
It has a emoji.
All right, here it comes. So we go to this place, which is beautiful. We should get married there.
I know.
Tasha,
I want to,
what
actually,
the hell?
But I don't think they can. I don't think they have the capability. I would love to get married.
Oh, it
at
says
that
swipe for Dave's sunburn. What if I didn't show people and we just like, wait, how do I swipe?
place. Scroll up, and then there's little arrows. See on each side. No, look.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
So there we are. That's me right there. That's my sunburn. I literally like a fried fish. All right, so we got to swipe across. What a beautiful place we're at. Are you guys ready? Oh no. Oh no. Look at that. Oh no.
That's an iPhone photo. That's not even like a filtered photo.
This is hold on, breaking news, folks. This is a PSA. I know this is a lot. There's a crustacea on the crack, but this is a painful. Yeah, Tasha. Yeah. You need to make a reel out of this. Having fun. Boyfriend thought he had enough sunblock. Boom. All right, that's it, folks. There you have it. Final 20 seconds. We got the Discord. If you want to check that out, you can chat with us live during the show. We'll be back in 2 hours. I'm getting a lot of OMGs and oh boys. That's right, TMI. So we will be back in 2 hours for the East Coast live stream. You can leave a voicemail, 401-213-9828. Screen grab this so you can remember the voicemail number right there. I win, guys. And you know what? We had to fly the next day, and I was so burnt, I couldn't hit the sign. I couldn't get to the air because my back was just like so burnt, but I was hot. Oh, it was painful, guys. Oh, it was painful. All right, folks. Grace, shoot us a DM. Janelle says best live stream ever. I think it was pretty good. That's it from me. It's 4:58. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Ciao, Bella. Goodbye, everybody. You like linen shirt, Dave. How about bare white ass Dave?
Oh my God. You cut the crap.